So this is the second lesson in Absolute Basics, Burty's Basics Crochet. So we're starting from where we finished on the last lesson, which was just a basic chain stitch. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chains. Now quite often it will say for a pattern repeat make 3 plus multiples of 3, for example, plus 2. So they would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's one there, we would need to add another one. But we're not going to worry about following patterns right now. All we're going to work on is basic crochet. So when you come to the end of a row, yes, especially your starting chain, you're then going to start working back across it to do your second row. Now usually, depending on what stitch you are going to go along this row with, will dictate usually how many starting chains you need for that next row. So we're going to work on single crochet now. That is one thing I forgot to mention. Doesn't matter for chain stitch. Chain stitch is chain stitch regardless. I learnt crochet using US crochet terminology. I find it more logical for my brain. That's just the way I prefer it. So when I'm talking about stitches, it will be the US single crochet in this case. If you go online, you will find various little graphics which will give you the equivalent. If it's a US single crochet, it's this in the UK, and US double crochet, which is a UK single crochet, and that kind of thing. So but I will be using US terminology throughout. So this is a US single crochet. We're going to do one row of 10 single crochet stitches. So because that stitch is going to have a bit of height on it, you need to bring this work up. So normally it'll tell you to chain 1, chain 2, chain 3 at the beginning of the row. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to ignore that chain we've just done. And to get our 10 single crochets, we're going to start in what is now the second chain from the hook. So you've got 1 chain, 2 chains. We're going to start in the second crochet of the hook. We're going to push our hook through. We are then going to yarn over and pull that loop through the second crochet from the hook. And then to finish the single crochet, you would yarn over, grab the yarn and pull through both loops on the hook, making sure to push the yarn, that stitch, up onto the fattest part of the hook. That is it. That's all you do. Now when you're looking at your work, you'll see that stitch that you've just done is coming out of this loop here. So your next chain stitch is this loop here. So, and the next single crochet, you're going to push your hook through that next chain stitch, yarn over, grab the yarn and pull it through the chain. That leaves you with 2 loops on the hook. You will then, to finish the single crochet, you will yarn over, grab that yarn and pull it through both loops on the hook. So one more time, you're going into, it's coming out of that loop, so we need to go into this loop. put your hook through the next chain stitch, yarn over and pull it through, always pushing up onto the fat part of the hook. Finish the single crochet, yarn over, grab the yarn and pull it through both loops. Now we'll do that, we're just going to do it to the end of the row. So into the next chain stitch, yarn over, pull it through, finish the single crochet, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on the hook. Into the next chain stitch, yarn over, pull it through, up onto the fat part of the hook. You've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, grab it, pull it through 2. Next chain, put your hook through the chain, yarn over, pull it through, up onto the fat part of the hook, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook, always bringing the stitch up onto the fat part of the hook. So you see there, if you lose your way, you have a look, this stitch is coming from that loop, so your next one is here. So hook through, yarn over and pull through up onto the fat part of the hook, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. We're coming to the end, 3 more stitches to go. Through the chain stitch, yarn over, pull through, up onto the fat part of the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. Through the chain, yarn over and pull through, up onto the fat part of the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And the final one, this is your last chain stitch, hook through the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, up onto the fat part of the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And there we have a row of single crochet. Now when you're looking at your first row of your work, if you turn it, you will see these V-stitches. If you've lost count of how many stitches you've done, you can count the V's. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is single crochet. Okay, that's it for this one. We'll be back with our next stitch shortly, which is half double crochet, US half double crochet. Bye for now.